Hello everyone, I am Koka Pradeep Kumar, working as Senior Software Engineer, Module Lead, and Lead Developer in various projects. I am a huge fan of open source and till now I majorly worked with Drupal, Cake PHP and Laravel. This is a video series mainly focusing on the basic aspects of implementation of Drupal entities. As we all know, there is a great amount of content already available about entities, but I hardly find any videos about implementation of custom entities because I'm personally a huge fan of video tutorials and was looking for some kind of videos which will clear the mist about the implementation details for it. As I didn't find much, so I thought of creating a video series about it, at least for myself, so that I can come back and take a view at it if needed because of its just gigantic and Midas nature. For me, entities and its ambience is one of the biggest milestone for Drupal and all of us. The magnitude of flexibility it possesses is simply awesome. I will hold myself to this much only because already tons of sharing has been done out there for it already. Generally, we friends when talk about entities, we generally come to a conclusion that the thing was always there in Drupal. Just the matter, it was just a matter of coming out. So it just came out a little late, but the thing was very much there within the core Drupal, like the content types, the nodes. Node is an entity, means later on it was programmed as entity, but the very behavioral nature of a node is very close to an entity. So if node is, like if node was an entity and the content types which were created out of it, they were the bundles. So only thing was that the matter of time and it came a little late, but as the old saying goes on, means it was late but not the least. It came with a bang and it is nowadays it's just ruling the Drupal world. And one other thing is that it is coming out was, I believe, is the necessity. What I mean by necessity is that, so let's start with a simple example for the for it. For example, take the case of a transportation. When there is a requirement to make an arrangement for a travel for a group of people, then we generally book a car. When there is a requirement for transportation of some goods for one place to another place, then we generally book a carrier van. Imagine a situation where people traveling in a carrier van, a complete mismatch. Although it may serve the purpose, but there will also be a great level of difficulty, inconvenience and all kind of obstacles during the transportation. Yes, one can opt for a larger vehicle like a bus or Volvo truck, where usually people can be inside in their seats and the goods can be placed at the top. But then it can come with either at a cost or a performance, as either one have to hire an entire vehicle, which obviously raise the cost, or one have to travel in a common mode of transport, which will go according to its behavioral nature, like it had to stop at various places, bus stops for pickup or drop, and one have to also wait to catch the right bus for the preferred destination, etc. A few days back, for example, I was discussing with one of my friend who was developing a website which will act as a resource provider for advertisements. There was a form with title, description and image to save the details of the advertisement content for a product, and for this they were using one of the node content type. Although it was meeting the purpose, but there was a good amount of cost and performance involved with it, as the author created it and lot of node hooks are just triggered with no real requirement. So the whole point is about meeting the best fit, and that can be achieved with entities. They bring both flexibility and robustness into the system. Yes, definitely one other emerging feature about entities is the ease which they are buildable. That is a whole new different thing, and we all know how powerful fields are and what the impact they have on Drupal. And another feature of entities is that the ease with which it dwell together with the Midas modules like views, rules, exportable features, translation and etc. So this will be the video series. We will be implementing entities. Gradually we will go on with one and another feature. Now I also want to convey my sincere thanks to all of whom for their awesome work for describing about entities. First and foremost, what better place than learning from the master itself, like the Drupal documentation. It has a beautiful documentation about entities. And then I came across this module which says typical entity example. If anyone asks me, and if we is starting with entities, I would definitely suggest them to go through this module. Actually, the author of this module, they have created 6 modules, and each of them, like from the beginning, from very starting simple, for simplicity, they just increase with one and another feature, and this is the module which I will suggest if anyone is starting with entities. Beautiful module, developed by Dragon 658. And also I want to thank Ronald Ansari for his beautiful 3-part series about Drupal entities. Actually, this is also a very good article describing about entities in very simpler manner, which is also I would recommend if anyone is starting with entities. I am trying to make this with whatever limited knowledge I have with entities. Please feel free to chip in with your comments, suggestions. Let's meet in the next video. And in the next video I will be starting with a simple entity implementation with a very simple form for just to understand the basics of entity implementation. I will also provide the details about each module which I will be demoing in each video in the post itself, so that you can also review it and chip in with your comments and suggestions. Thanks for watching. Let's meet in the next one.